In addition to dropping and adding files of all different kinds to your My Courses sections, you can also add learning activities. And this is where this box to the left comes in. And what we're going to do is we can click on this and we can add a variety of different learning activities. And we'll just take a look at some of them. This is from the manual. This is page 7. And you can see we have assignments, we have journals, we have quizzes, we have all kinds of assignments that you can give to your students and have them complete on MyCourses. What I want to focus on, and there are other sections that are going to focus on creating forums, creating quizzes, creating journals, creating other kinds of things. But what I want to focus on right now is creating an assignment. Assignments are the very first one listed up here. And I create a lot of assignments because I have students turn in essays by uploading them. And assignments are an ideal choice of activity if you need to have students turn in something like a report or an essay, basically something where they have to upload a file. If they're turning in a PowerPoint presentation, if they're turning in a relatively short video of speech or something like that, assignments are a good option. So when you click on that box, this menu comes up. And what we're going to do, we're going to choose an assignment. And when we click the little dot here, which is kind of hard to see, it's tiny, and then we click add, it'll take us to this page where we can set up an assignment. The first thing that you have to do is you give your assignment a name. So for me, it would be something like division classification essay, cause and effect essay, something like that. And then you can add a description of the assignment, remind people with assignments, with documents that you're turning in. An important thing to remember to remind students is what format you want it in. If, like me, you have a PC and you cannot open Mac files, you might want to mention this, that they need to turn their assignments in as a Word document, or they need to turn them in formatted as a PDF or something like that. That's a good thing to mention in this description box, as well as reminding them of the due date and this kind of information. So you name the assignment, you can add a description, and further down you can set due dates. And as you scroll down the screen, and my due date thing is missing here, so let's just go back to an activity. I'm going to click on assignment, add, okay, and then here's where, again, the assignment name, the description. If you scroll down here, you can set your due dates. So you have a date where you can allow submissions to begin. This is today. And then you have a due date for them. Now, the due date and the cutoff date are slightly different. The due date is the date that you want the assignment in. If a student turns an assignment in after this due date and time, then the assignment will be noted as late. Now, the cutoff date, if you decide to enable that, the cutoff date will be a few days after the due date, probably. That's not a few days after. Here's a few days after. This is the absolute point where you're telling MyCourses, do not accept an assignment. So if a student tries to turn in an assignment after March 27th at 1:15 p.m., it will not let them turn it in. So if you want to use that cutoff date, that's what that's for. It's a little bit different from the due date. So, and if you click on these question marks, it does tell you what each of these things is. It reminds you. So you can, look at that. Once you have set all of this information up, you click Save and Return to Course. Now it's giving me an error message because I didn't give this a name, but you would, after you fill this out, you would hit Save, Return to Course, and your assignment would be all set up.